You are listening to 5 Star Wrestling Podcast. Welcome, everybody, to another exciting edition of 5 Star Wrestling Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Eddie Valley, and with me, as always,
Juicy Josh. But we're missing one this week. It's not going to be as always anymore.
I know, right?
Shit.
Like, who do we have with us today?
Why don't you introduce yourself, guys? Oh, we do have Devin here. He's a fruit roll-up.
Oh, that's true, yes, because no other roll-ups besides the fruity kind.
Rest in peace, Devin, by the way.
Oh, my God. All right, anyways, with us, we have two very special guests because it takes two people to fill Devin's spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bodie's, we got the Bodie. He is here.
Hello.
And with us is Flying Brian.
Oh.
What a name.
Not Pillman.
Can Bodie be Bodacious Bodie?
There we go.
There you go.
I'll allow it.
All right,
Oh,
Bodacious Bodie. All right, we got a great episode for you guys today because we're going to be talking AEW as well as WWE, all the stuff. Juicy Josh's top 5 moments.
Oh, we got 3 this week.
That's it. But
Extra juicy.
before we get into that, I just want to send a congratulations to Bray Wyatt
Oh, he had a
for
child.
having and she almost died apparently giving birth, but she's alive and well.
Just
so
to make it
everything's
clear, Devin's still alive too.
Yeah, he didn't die. He's just on a trip to Maryland to see his mommy.
Aww.
Right. All right. So without further ado,
Announcements.
That's what I was gonna say. Without further ado, here are the announcements. Thanks,
there you
Josh.
go.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please?
What did everybody do this week? Because it's been a huge week for wrestling.
And I've been super busy, so I haven't watched shit except for WWE this week. What about you guys?
Watched Money in the Bank at Devin's house.
That's WWE, Bodie.
Shout
Come
out
on.
Devin. What? Other than
Keep
that,
up.
just working, hanging out,
Oh, yeah?
chilling.
There you go.
Yeah, I worked all week. Played some Fortnite.
Work.
Man, I'm the only one that actually watched wrestling this week.
I watched it.
No, I
Hey,
started.
what?
I started on Saturday with ICW New York's What's Beef.
Sorry, I worked.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Well, I had the
me
day
too.
off.
Jobs.
Then it was Money in the Bank, obviously Sunday. Then obviously Monday, Tuesday, Raw, SmackDown. But then I watched like New Japan.
Ed's on his shit this week.
Yeah, I watched Beyond Wrestling's Uncharted for the first time. That was pretty sick. And then obviously NXT UK, NXT, all that stuff. So pretty busy week for wrestling for me.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Sounds like a
pretty
good
sweet.
week.
Yeah, why not?
Extra Valium.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Oh.
So, all right, let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. Here's Juicy Josh's top 5 moments of Raw and SmackDown
And Money in the Bank.
and Money in the Bank,
Let's keep it juicy.
Stop.
as always.
As Devin would say.
Devin would say stop, but he's not here this
Devin.
week, so I'm going to be as juicy as I can
Well,
this week.
he's here as a
I love
fruit
it.
roll-up, though.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
he's
just chuck fruit roll-ups at you.
Yeah. There's 12, so we got time. Juicy Josh's top 5. Oh! All right. Money in the Bank top 5 this week. My number 5 is Charlotte beating Becky 2 matches for the women's title. It was nothing special of a match, and she also had a good match with Lacey Evans before that. And the reason why I chose this match instead of the Lacey Evans match is because Bayley cashed in. And,
Which was the best moment of that match.
yeah, so it was a way to get Bayley over, and they did go with it, I guess. I didn't really see her being the winner, but they shocked everybody, kind of.
I just hate what they're doing with Charlotte.
What are they doing with Charlotte?
She's a 9-time champion.
Yeah,
She's been in the company for how long?
about 6 years now.
Yeah, that's.
I feel like they're going to make her, like, what was
I
her
think
dad,
they're
a
gonna-
16
yeah.
time? That's what I feel like. And I kind of like the joke that Rusev sends out where it's like, oh, here's Charlotte. She's going to be a 32-time champion by the time
He's
it's
going to
done.
break his record at the end of the year.
I think she's gonna beat Cena's 16 and Fire 16, and
I wouldn't be surprised.
she's gonna get 17.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
She's gonna be the first of 17.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of over Charlotte.
I am too.
But good for Bayley. Bayley Bluebell. Come on.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Is that what we're calling her? Bayley Blue Belt?
Well, they
I
started
think they
calling
kind of
Becky,
like.
Becky Red Belt.
Oh, really? Well,
I saw it was like a hashtag. I don't know if it's like gonna like stay.
I hope not.
And after Bayley's last, when she had the title, that god-awful program, hopefully she can redeem herself.
Yeah.
Especially with how she did with Alexa Bliss.
True.
That was a poop noise.
Yes, it was.
All right, number 4. It's Kofi Kingston versus Kevin Owens. Kofi retained the title. That was a really good back and forth match. Seemed like Owens was going to win at one point, but Kofi came back with Trouble in Paradise and won the match. And why are you eating, Devin?
I'm sorry. It's pretty fruity.
True.
Yeah, we know.
So what do you guys think of the Kofi Kevin Owens match?
I'm so disappointed.
Oh my god. How could you be disappointed
No,
in Kofi winning?
He's a Kevin Owens
I'm a
fan.
Kevin Owens fan.
Unacceptable.
Kevin Owens. What?
Kofi's the
I'm
champ.
happy. I like Kofi. I'm
Is it 'cause
happy
he's
for
black?
him, but wow.
We're already getting there.
It's
All
my
right.
first time on the podcast.
And,
Don't
and
start
we're only
saying-
5 minutes in.
Not,
God.
are we even 5 minutes in?
Yeah.
Oh, we just got to the 5-minute point, guys.
Wow.
Already throwing out low blows.
Right.
Number 3, the women's Money in the Bank match. Obviously, I mentioned that Bayley won, but Naomi and Ember Moon were definitely the MVPs of that match.
The eclipse off the ladder.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
cool.
That was awesome.
So great.
And then Naomi doing the split where she's going to get hit by the ladders.
Yeah.
And I think she did something else, didn't she?
She did some crazy
Yeah,
moves.
did
She
some
was
good
impressive.
shit, yeah.
I got to give her credit. But me and Brian were talking about this earlier. And I got to say, like, the women's Money in the Bank match wasn't as exciting as the men's because you had a bunch of women in there as well that just can't hack it. Like Mandy Rose.
Yeah,
I
she
thought-
was. I mean,
That was awful.
obviously Ember and Naomi were the top, but for the women, I mean, for the bad, it was Carmella and Mandy Rose.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, Carmella got
she got
hurt.
her, yeah. It's not her fault, but I don't see anything special on her anyway.
I mean, I would put her. She's not. I wouldn't say she's the worst one in that match. I'd say she's like in the middle.
No, yeah, definitely, but
But like the fact like half those women like that was in that match can't even wrestle a normal match without hurting someone, and now you're giving them ladders.
true. And
Yeah.
then, Dana Brooke. I don't know.
She kind of, I don't know.
I guess she impressed people because
She works hard.
She works hard, but it doesn't seem like it's getting her anywhere.
Yeah.
Works hard, but I don't know if a ladder match is
Yeah,
where to
it's
put her
definitely
in.
not
Like,
up her alley.
there's other people you could have put in the match. Like,
Well, I was saying, I think Sonya Deville was a big
Yeah,
mistake not to have in that match.
Well, I like Sonya carrying Mandy up on the ladder. I thought that was pretty cool. That was
Yeah, but
cool.
I think she would have been 10 times more impressive
I agree, but
than all of them.
But they needed that moment where she could climb the ladder, and
Of
yeah,
course,
yeah,
of
so
course. She kind of showed a little bit of dominance.
she's showing
right
that she's
there.
a stronger person of the team.
Yeah.
And eventually she's going to get her moment, and then feud with Mandy for a minute, and then go on to better things. So hopefully she'll
Hopefully-
be women's champion. one
hopefully
day.
it goes over Mandy, but
Yeah.
knowing Vince and WWE.
I feel like there's gonna be Sonya's turn.
Yeah,
I think so too. Yeah.
or Mandy turn, because I don't see Mandy as a face right now.
Well, I feel like when Sonya does do the turn, it's gonna be more
A face
be
turn.
a face
Okay.
turn because
Yeah.
people
Yeah,
are
but you-
gonna.
but you know
She's
what's
gonna be
funny,
bossing
though?
around and shit,
Cheer
and
about it,
she's
yeah.
sick of it,
But you know what's funny though? I don't think Mandy Rose, she could be the victim in this, right? And people still would not like her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think it's all due to the quality.
Yeah,
You know, like she's not safe, like Carmella said.
Needs to go back to NXT. Go back to performance.
Go
center
back
and
to
learn.
somewhere else. Like,
Go back to modeling. I mean,
yeah, no shit.
She
Be a
wasn't-
fitness model.
She wasn't even in NXT, was she? Or was she in it for a
I
small?
think she was
She was in it for a minute.
maybe
Yeah.
house shows, but I don't remember seeing her on.
see her. I don't remember
NXT
seeing her on
TV.
either, yeah.
She's basically kind of Vince's nod to the divas. I think you said that like episode like 3 or 4.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah. All right. Anyways.
Yeah, all right. So number 2, it's the men's Money in the Bank. Oh, it's not number 1, but it was so brutal. Finn getting powerbombed
Oh
to
my
the
God.
ladder, bouncing up and down like a fucking trampoline.
Oh my god.
Just one of
Ricochet,
many.
going
Going
through
through a
the
ladder. Oh my god.
Yeah. McIntyre killing it. The only one bad thing coming out of it
Ugh.
is we have a new Money in the Bank winner. It was a guy that wasn't even in it, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's in it, and he just came out of nowhere, did absolutely nothing and won the briefcase. I guess he's not. He's officially retired from UFC. All the rumors are true.
He probably failed another test.
He could have. Yeah.
Could have, yeah.
Either that or the pavement. I don't know. But yeah, he's back and I guess he's gonna be champ again.
Well, what do you think of the chances of him being a full time, considering that you have because I think he was part time because he wanted to be physically ready or able to be able to leave the WWE and go to UFC without any problems.
I don't see him being full time. He gets paid way too much. He's doing.
Yeah, but
his own thing.
he gets paid way too much not to be full time.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you want to be full time and get paid the same?
But then I think he was also they were paying him just to make him stay. But now that he's done with UFC,
True.
Yeah, they could be like,
doesn't have
hey,
much
we
to come
need to
back
see a lot more of you.
But since he won it, he hasn't really been. He wasn't on SmackDown, or was he on SmackDown?
no.
No, he was just on Raw.
Yeah, he was just on Raw. So yeah.
Whatever.
Do you like how he wasn't even in the match for like 2 minutes and he injured someone?
Yeah,
he
shut
the cameraman, right?
And
threw a ladder
Ali
on
got busted open too.
Yeah, because he just punched Ali. Right?
I feel bad for
Yeah,
Ali
he
because
did
I really feel like he was going to win that match.
He was the favorite going in.
Especially if what the article about it was true, that no one knew except for a few people that Lesnar was there.
Yeah, so
Everyone going in knew that Ali was supposed to win, and then last minute they said someone else is winning, but you guys don't know who it is. Just imagine that being pulled away.
I do love Ali's tweet when he's like, hey, look at the bright side. That's the most wrestling he's done all year.
I
thought that
love
was
that
great.
tweet. And then Randy Orton's response
Yeah.
was priceless too.
Oh yeah, did it? Orton hit an RKO on McIntyre, right, during the match?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good Money in the Bank. I think it was one of the best. Unfortunately, it was.
Except for the ending.
Yeah, unfortunately, the ending is kind of killed it, but we'll get to that.
Boombox Lesnar.
Yeah, we'll get to that too. Number one, of course, is Seth Rollins versus AJ.
Classic.
Match of the year.
Classic
so
match.
far.
So good.
Two of the best in the business.
Yeah, I wish we could have saw God's Last Gift. If you don't know what that is, that's Seth Rollins moving to Indies. He's done it once in WWE, but that's too dangerous to do, I guess, in WWE. But it's a cool move. Look it up on YouTube if you can. What do you guys think of the match?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Great match.
Yeah, it
Love
was
to see them again.
edge of your seat action right there. It's like I said, it's the two best wrestlers in the business.
That's what I wanted Nakamura and AJ to be at WrestleMania. I thought they could have had a way better match. And
I mean, I thought that was a good match
It
to
was
begin
okay,
with, but yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. That match right there that they had at Money in the Bank should have been a WrestleMania match.
it will be. It should
Yeah.
I hope so.
Nakamura's getting a title shot, but it's not going to be televised. They're going back to
be.
Japan, and he's getting a match against Seth Rollins,
Oh shit, cool.
Oh,
and the
Damn.
club's getting back together too
nice.
against Bobby Lashley, McIntyre, and Corbin,
Oh, stupid.
Wow.
and they're not airing it so far.
Thanks, WWE.
AJ in the club or Finn in the club?
AJ in the club.
Shit.
Thanks, WWE.
Damn. They should have one more and put AJ in there.
Way to tease
With
me.
Finn.
Finn.
I mean, yeah, Finn.
God.
my bad, shit.
If he's not dead.
Yeah, he got
Pretty sure we
fucked
haven't
up.
seen him yet.
Yeah,
Sure,
he
he's
got, he got pretty fucked up in the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah, he did.
All right, moving on. Raw top 5. Number 5. It's Drew McIntyre versus The Miz. Shane distracted The Miz to get McIntyre the win. I think it kind of makes Drew look weak because he hasn't won a match without help from somebody. He's got that psychopathic demeanor to him that he should be able to beat guys.
I mean, he beat Kurt Angle on his own.
Kurt Angle's old.
But it
and
doesn't
he's
matter.
retired.
But I mean, he was beating a lot of great guys
I know.
on
but
his own, and now they're making him look weak by associating him with Shane McMahon.
he's so intimidating that it's just it doesn't make sense for him to scare everybody and then lose 5 minutes later.
But he's with the best in the world, so they're going to be a dominant pair.
I'm telling you, I've been saying it for weeks. The corporate, whatever you want to call it, the corporation.
Yeah, soon it should be.
It's Elias, it's Drew McIntyre, it's Bobby Lashley, it's Corbin, and it's Shane McMahon.
So far.
No Stephanie.
Well, she hasn't been
Well,
around
she hasn't been on television in a while, I don't think.
a couple weeks.
Yeah, something like that.
Probably not since the shakeup.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
I like that Vince is letting him run with this character, by the way.
Ooh, Shane? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Spoiled rich kid plays it perfect. Like,
And he did it before, years ago, when he
Yeah.
had the, his cronies from Greenwich.
The Mean Street Posse.
The Mean Street Posse, thank you. Yeah, that was great.
And then when he feuded with Vince during the invasion angle,
Yeah.
they had that really good match at WrestleMania. Shane fucking kicked his dad in the face. Jesus. Had a trash barrel in front of his head. That was crazy. All right, number 4. This is a new championship, 24/7 title. Bodie's not a fan of it. First champion was crowned by them running into the ring and grabbing the belt. No,
It was
pin.
so dumb.
Like
that's what I hate about it. Like,
Oh.
They scrambled to grab a championship to become the first one ever. Titus O'Neil won it, by the way.
Yeah,
Family
he's the
cares.
first ever 24/7
Then-
champion.
he got rolled up by
He's
Robert Roode.
Yeah,
He's
Robert
celebrating on the stage and got rolled up by
Hey.
Devin.
Roll up.
Yeah, he got rolled up by Robert Roode, and then Roode later went into the trunk of R-Truth's car, hiding from all the other superstars trying to pin Roode, and then he came out of the trunk, and then Truth pinned him, and it's been the champ since.
Which I thought that was good.
Yeah, that was okay, but
Everything
beginning
else was
dumb.
just like
The title looks like shit. Like,
The title
really
does.
does.
The first hardcore title looked like shit too.
yeah, but all the first hardcore title was the original Winged
Yeah, I know.
Eagle belt.
It was
just
just
smashed up
yeah.
and Scotch tape saying hardcore
Who
on it.
smashed it? Was it The Rock that smashed it? Or
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a cool concept, but I think so far
I like it if it's gonna give, guys that never see TV, like television time.
I have to do with the Attitude Era and like guys from the past come back and pin them. I want to see Gerald Briscoe as a 24/7 champion. He's like 80 years old.
well, was it Mick Foley that said anyone?
Yeah,
Like
he
Raw,
said maybe
SmackDown, NXT UK, 205.
He even said legends could show
Legends.
up too.
Yeah. So I guess they should put it on social media once in a while because I haven't seen anything like that either.
But then, like, how they, like, made Titus win, I mean, the only other option they would have had was a battle royal that Titus probably could have won.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but here's the
fall
thing
into
though,
the
he
ring.
would have fell into the ring if it was a battle royal.
But at least they just, like, didn't really waste our time with it. They just did, like, a short little thing.
True.
So it could have been worse.
With
Well,
the
that's
crowd
true.
booing the whole time. Like,
Yeah, so we're gonna save that because I have a question later about that actually,
Ed has questions.
ooh.
and I hope you guys have answers.
Where's Devin?
Not here.
I miss you.
He's not keeping it juicy.
No, he's not.
But we are.
Stop it.
Fuck Devin.
Josh and Bodie in this run, it's gonna get,
Oh,
Oh, it's gonna get super juicy.
Oh my
it's
god.
just gonna get disgusting.
There's a bathroom next door in case I...
I'm leaving.
Right.
Oh, come back. Alright, number 3 is I'd mentioned it before. Brock boomboxing with the Money in the Bank. I've seen all the gifs and all the on Twitter, people playing different kinds of music. My favorite one
It's
is
Sweet Dreams by the Eurythmics.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
There's one I can't remember. That was my favorite
Sweet
one.
dreams are made of these.
Oh, wait. Copyright.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Stop it, Ed.
Sorry.
Jesus.
hey, he was around that time. What were you in your
Shut
40s when
up.
it came out?
Wait.
Bodie beat you to that.
All of our fans are here, though.
Who's listening then?
Nobody. Well, Devin will be a
Oh,
fan,
Devin's a
technically.
fan. Oh, shit.
Boom, Devin.
No, I'm just playing. We got a few fans.
At least Devin's not here
I
to
love you
yawn
guys.
in the microphone every 5 minutes like he does.
Yeah, stop
Nice.
yelling at me, Devin.
I know. Well, it's
Every-
way past his bedtime.
Like all show.
Yeah, and then Brock came to the ring. He's making Seth and Kofi nervous. They don't know who he's going to cash in on. I did mention on the group text that what if he pinned both?
Been Brock 2 belts.
Yeah,
Best
I-
for business.
I sent you guys that picture.
They won't have any more championship matches.
No kidding.
Next
No world
WrestleMania.
champion.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2. Ed didn't like this finish, but I did. Cesaro versus Ricochet. Cesaro getting the pin because Ricochet was way too hurt from the ladder match. And that backbreaker that he did, the torture rack reverse backbreaker, that was sick. I love that.
Did I not like that?
You didn't. You said in the group text that you didn't, guys.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Well, just because...
But it made sense, though.
Yeah, it did.
No, I
Yeah.
know it makes sense, but I just
No way
feel like,
Ricochet's
oh, I
gonna
remember
win.
what I said. And, like, here he goes into the land of obscurity.
No, he's not going.
Like, mid-card obscurity.
To Ricochet?
Yeah.
No, it just made sense.
Yeah.
You just had Ricochet the night
He
before.
went through a
go
ladder.
Yeah, he got
He went
destroyed.
through a ladder. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a good match. Even though Ricochet was hurt, he's still going. Still alive, unlike Finn.
Yeah.
The wrestler, not Devin's cat. Actually, we don't know who's taking care of Devin's cat either.
Devin, who is?
I know.
Devin, tell us,
Seriously.
Call in.
If you're listening. All right. Number 1 is the Usos versus the Revival. I think that was one of the best tag team matches of the year. WWE finally showing a tag match worth the while. Like, I mean, Usos versus Daniel Bryan and Rowan was good at Money in the Bank, but
No, this was better.
Finally showcase a Revival was really good. They should be doing that every week instead of them putting Uzi in their pants.
What's wrong with
Yeah,
that?
no kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Cody loves
Cody
to
does
do
that.
that.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something. If the Revival beat the Usos, who are the number 1 contenders to the SmackDown titles, does that make the Revival?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't follow that shit.
Well, the Revival sucks, so...
Jesus Christ.
Not a fan.
Wow.
Get out.
Alright, bye.
Nah, that's cool. Everybody has their dumb opinion.
Whoa!
I mean, it's Bodie.
Whoa!
All right, moving on to my SmackDown Live top 5.
Ooh.
The last of my juiciest moments, and then we're gonna move on to Ed's questions.
All right.
But we're gonna soak this in real quick.
Soaking in the juice.
Yeah.
I
Stop.
have to wring out my shirt.
Help me, Devin.
All right, number 5 is Elias versus Roman Reigns, and I hate that Reigns keeps on beating all the lackeys, and Shane's gonna probably beat Reigns at Super Showdown, which doesn't make much sense.
Why not have at least Elias take one?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
If anything.
McIntyre, Elias, somebody beat Reigns before he loses to Shane after all of them help Shane win.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because I see Shane winning at Super Showdown.
I do too, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the help of the corporation.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But,
It'll probably become like a no disqualification.
yeah, Shane makes the rules. He's not going to lose.
Well, that was like, wasn't there a moment?
Actually, the Saudi Prince does, but... we'll get
Yeah,
to
that's true. Wasn't there a moment in his match where, like, Shane got helped out by the ref? I thought there was.
I don't think so.
I thought there was. I don't
Speaking
know.
of refs, how come they can't see a guy put his shoulder up when he's getting rolled up like Samoa Joe? And
Oh
Rey
my
Mysterio?
God, that was such. Oh,
Looking
get
right
out
at
of
it.
here.
Well, I think that's because they got worried with the.
Yeah, the broken nose. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still. And I guess Ray's injured too. He might be relinquishing the U.S. title in
Yeah.
Raw,
Oh,
Well, he got freaking
shoulder injury or
destroyed.
something.
or they might get rid of they might get rid of the U.S. title in general because of 24/7 title.
I don't think so.
No, I hope not.
I hope not either, but they have a lot of titles in WWE.
14.
Everyone has a title.
Actually, more than that. I counted 18.
18 more.
We got the Universal Heavyweight, the SmackDown,
I'm gonna go
Tag.
through all people.
the Raw Tag, the Women's titles, so those 2 more. Then you got IC,
Yep.
United States,
Yep.
24/7. That's
Well,
just-
I'm counting NXT and all
Okay,
that
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
UK
18 titles overall in the whole company.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I get you.
Yeah, that makes, yeah.
All right, moving on to number 4. It's Charlotte and Lacey versus Becky and Bayley, and I think Charlotte and Lacey are going to be a tag team champions one day.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's Charlotte.
The Platinum Blondes.
Well, that's
Charlotte and Charlotte Jr.
The Southern Bells or something stupid like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah.
Vince and his blondes.
Vincent is blonde,
Vince loves the blonde women.
Yeah.
I guess.
Throw Mandy Rose in there. And
Ugh.
be all set.
Please don't add Mandy Rose anywhere.
She could learn a lot from those two.
No, that's true, but
There's no
Well,
hope with
anyone.
Mandy.
No, there really isn't. But
all right. So it was a pretty good back and forth. Bailey got the pin after the figure 8, but kind of a okay match. Nothing really special to talk about. Number 3 is Ali beating Andrade. That was another good match. I'm surprised they let Ali wrestle after he got busted open at the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, it was probably something easy. Or
Sure.
it could have
Yeah.
been. Wasn't
I
it
think
his, like,
it's
memory?
He
Was it his arm?
I think he was
I
bleeding
thought
pretty
it
bad.
was.
Yeah.
I thought it was too. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's easily glue, probably.
True, but with WWE and their stupid concussion rule. I mean, it's not stupid, but their concussion rule.
But I'm starting to be a believer in the idea that it was because at first I was kind of like Ali on the main roster, like not on 205 Live. But then now I'm seeing him more and more and more, and I'm like, okay, because him and Andrade that was an incredible match. So I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
I'm sold.
Battle of the one-namers.
But the thing I don't understand is Cedric Alexander,
Yeah, I
I
was about to
think,
mention
was part of that crowd that was going after the 24/7 belt.
Well,
Yeah,
he was on 205 Live every week, and he hasn't been seen on Raw since.
Yeah,
He's on the main event.
Yeah,
And
he's
neither
on
is
main
Buddy
event
Murphy.
with EC3. Yeah, where the fuck is Buddy Murphy?
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering.
What the hell?
The
Yeah,
best kept secret.
Apparently, it's a
Didn't-
pretty
yeah.
good secret.
Didn't he go to NXT?
No,
He
they
fought
had
that
vignettes for
one
him
match against Velveteen Dream.
Great match.
Yeah, incredible
Oh, okay.
match.
Yeah, they had the vignettes for him, but nothing came out of it.
I don't get
He hasn't been mentioned in weeks.
Yeah, I don't get it.
That's definitely a secret that none of us know. Maybe it's Bray's secret.
Hey, you never know.
No matches. No longer with Alexa
Yeah, it would
Bliss.
be awful.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Yeah, me neither.
Number 2 is Kofi versus Sami Zayn. Another good back and forth match that Kofi won again. Kofi's on fire. Keep going.
Dolph Ziggler.
Wait, Ed.
Whoa.
Shit.
Who
Moving on to number 1, Ed.
Who is it?
Oh, I don't know. Who is it, Ed?
Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, it's the return of Dolph Ziggler. He hasn't been seen since Royal Rumble. Coming out of nowhere and beating the shit out of Kofi. Stepping on his head with a chair on his neck.
Throwing him into the announce desk with a chair wrapped around his neck.
Doing everything, yeah. Now they're going to wrestle at Super Showdown.
So this is one of my questions, right? We'll segue
we're
into questions,
segueing.
right?
Ooh.
Good.
If you're a guy on the main roster and, you're trying to fight for a championship opportunity, and first of all, you get this Brock Lesnar situation, right? So you have that happen at Money in the Bank. So then you're sitting there like, okay, Vince, what an asshole, right? But then all of a sudden, Tuesday night comes and Dolph Ziggler returns. And he gets a championship match? We haven't seen him on television since when?
Well, he got a championship match because he pissed off Kofi enough where Kofi accepted the stipulation.
I guess.
That's happened a lot in wrestling.
But I'm just saying, if you're a wrestler on the roster, aren't you a little pissed?
I mean, not really, because Ziggler's been around for so long, and he's actually, earned his due, paid his dues, and I think it's a good match to have. I mean, him and Kofi have matches for 10
Yeah, no,
years.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying, if you're on the roster, aren't you a little perturbed? Hey, I'm here every day. And Dolph's been on his comedy tour.
Well, that's because
Is it a comedy tour?
Wow, that's debatable.
They haven't had
right?
anything for Dolph. That's why he hasn't been around. Now
They
got
haven't had
something for him.
anything for Dolph for years.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's good for him to come back and actually have a good match against Kofi.
He had a good thing going with Drew McIntyre, and they ended that.
True.
Yeah.
Well, no, I didn't like him and McIntyre together.
I kind of did.
Nah.
I understood it. All right,
Poop
anyways, moving on.
Poop.
Braun Strowman recently commented saying, just the opportunity to share the ring with The Undertaker, but maybe be the final hammer to the nail to nail the coffin shut is something he'd want to do. Do you want to see Braun Strowman be the man to retire The Undertaker, or is there somebody else you think should be the final nail?
I wouldn't mind Strowman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
Strowman could be good. But
I mean, McIntyre. There's a good amount of guys on the main roster that would be good for, but I think in general, Strowman's one of the better options because he's got the short end of the stick a lot recently, and he needs a big moment to really help him like elevate his career again. He's lost so many WWE Championship opportunities. So dumb.
I agree.
It would help him, but then also I feel like someone that could like, are you just gonna like leave that kind of like Undertaker type character like out? Because now you got Finn that does the demon, but now you got Bray.
And then you got Aleister Black.
Oh yeah, Aleister
Where's
Black.
he been now?
Yeah.
He's
that's
doing
a-
vignettes too. So.
But that's the thing too. So it's.
You got.
I think you can't focus on who's going to be the next Undertaker, right? You got to build the next person.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Like to be. I hate to
Not
quote The
Roman
Rock,
Reigns.
but you can't worry about being the next Rock. You've got to be the next you. And that's what they got to do with Aleister, with Finn, and with Bray. How do we create these guys and build the legend like we did with the Dead Man?
Well, I think the concept I mentioned last week would be good for Bray, where he comes out normal and then the lights go out and he has a mask on and just freaks the
I
fuck
agree.
out of people.
And him being the stalker.
Yeah, like a Kane kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Be the next Kane, but don't be Kane.
Exactly. In a recent video, AEW revealed that the winner of the Omega Jericho match will be facing the winner of the Casino Battle Royale for the AEW Championship. So out of these confirmed names, Sonny Kiss, Brandon Cutler, Ace Romero, Glacier, Brian Pillman Jr., Sunny Days, MJF, Joey Janela, man, so many names, Dustin Thomas, Billy Gunn, Jimmy Havoc, Michael Nakazawa, Jungle Boy, Isaiah Cassidy, Sean Spears, Mark Quinn, and Luchasaurus. Who do you want to see face the winner of Omega and Jericho?
None of them.
What?
Wait for it.
Adam Page, I think he's going to be a surprise entrance because Pac, he's not going to be there. They just had a match on their YouTube channel. So I think it's going to be Adam Page versus Kenny Omega for the first AEW World Champ.
But did you watch that match though?
Not yet. You can mention it. Actually, you can mention it. It already happened. I don't give
Yeah, it already happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that match ends in a DQ.
Ooh.
Pac did a low blow to the ref because
Because Adam Page was
just
about
hit him.
to.
Page just hit him with the finisher.
So Pac lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's not undefeated. So that whole thing about him losing is...
But he created the path.
Yeah.
I get that, but they could have done that at AEW. I know they don't want to end on a DQ at a big show, but like...
Well, I know Sean Waltman saying that this is not something that's out of the ordinary. Like, this happens a lot. Like, especially if you're the champion of a Japanese company. He says it's not uncommon for them to be totally against you losing on another promotion's pay-per-view.
I get that, but I also understand that you should have mentioned this months ago, and they should have came up with a different scenario where he wrestled somebody. Well, they both wrestled somebody else. Adam Page could have wrestled Joey Ryan, and Pac could have wrestled like MJF or something.
Well, and he said that too. He's like, you don't go into these, he's like, you don't go into creating a pay-per-view and setting up matches without already having winners in mind. So when they were negotiating, these guys knew pretty much, I think, beforehand what was going to happen.
How do they know wrestling's real?
But
Still real to me, damn it.
my pick, I wish it would be, is AC Baby.
There you go.
There you go.
I don't see that happening.
I know it's not going to happen. I just personally wish it because getting to meet AC and stuff like that, he's great.
He's an awesome dude. Shout out to AC, baby.
But then, I don't know, there's a chance maybe Joey Janela.
True.
The bad boy. You never know.
MJF, maybe.
Yeah,
MJF
sure
sucks, though.
He's a
Hey,
cheater.
that's Ed's boy.
Yeah.
Shut up, receding hairline.
Whoa!
Oh, there it is. We broke one of the
You
rules.
gonna give me money for that too? Oh wait, no, that was Ed.
Right. All right, so we're moving on. So Mick Foley recently responded to some comments made by Elijah Burke, or Pope, whatever you want to call him, about the 24/7 title, where Mick responds. So Elijah Burke kind of said, "Mick, you are perfect. There was nothing you did wrong. He's like, I don't understand why the fans are booing you. And Mick responds, Pope, I think the crowd was hoping for the return of the classic hardcore title, but thanks for the compliment, but I felt like I came up pretty short on that promo. Nobody's fault but my own. With that being said, how long before the title becomes stale and it goes away? How long are you giving it?
The hardcore title lasted, what, like 4 years?
Yeah, but this isn't the hardcore title.
I know, but I'm saying, like, with the hardcore title, the concept was so cool because you could use any weapons. With the 24/7 title, do you get disqualified? Is that
no, I mean, I think you can fight anywhere.
So it's basically the hardcore title.
Without calling it the hardcore title.
It's not kid-friendly to say hardcore.
Exactly.
Because of porn.
Exactly.
Whoa.
You just triggered Bodie in the...
Oh my god. Wow. I think this is my last episode.
Well, if it was Nia Jax involved,
oh,
maybe.
Shit.
He'll be like the dad from South Park.
Oh god.
Which one?
The one that he's like busting all over the place. Like
Stands down.
Yeah.
I saw a ghost.
There's a spooky ghost in here.
All right, we're moving on.
No. To that question though, I feel like if they constantly make it entertaining, it'll last a while. We literally just had it for almost a week now.
Yeah.
They haven't really got to do anything. Like right now, the best thing is R-Truth.
Yeah.
He had Carmella dress him up like a girl.
Yeah.
And just running around, but you have to see if they go to NXT and all that, like they said they would.
I'd give it a couple months.
What do you guys think they meant when Mick Foley said that Raw was going to be more Raw on the 3 hour?
I don't know. I really feel like he was trying to say that it was going to be... I really feel like he wants the Attitude Era back. And I feel like that's what he meant by Raw was going to be more Raw.
I want it in the way that there was more realism, but not in the way it was more pervy. Sorry, Bodie.
It's okay.
But then, because then also you think about it, third hour is 10 o'clock. Yeah. So technically, the kids should be asleep. That's like why a lot of shows, like those like TVMA ones, they're always on at 10 o'clock.
They say fuck.
Yeah.
But then,
that's true.
So could be a chance that they might be starting to.
Yeah, because that TV 14 AEW, that's probably why they're gonna start.
Could be. All right. The geniuses at Impact Wrestling.
What's going on, Mike?
Who's voice?
Sorry. All right.
That definitely picked it up.
I hope it did.
Some of you will never know what just happened, but I hope you heard it.
Compose yourself.
Like Corey Graves over there. Let's calm down.
All right. The geniuses in Impact Wrestling apparently allowed Thick Mama Pump. I can't even say that with a straight face.
Thick Mama. Ooh.
All right. So the geniuses in Impact Wrestling apparently allowed Thick Mama Pump Jordan Grace to wrestle without having her sign a contract. If you were her, would you sign with AEW, WWE, or would you return?
Sherry signed with TNA.
Did she really?
Yeah, she signed like a day after that article came out.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
Why?
She
could literally go anywhere.
I think it's really lucrative. I think she can do like anything she wants.
Well, yeah, because you see TNA people all over the place in the indies.
We've seen them
she
in
probably
XWA.
wants to still make money in the indies. I think she's still young, isn't she?
Yeah, she's
20,
she has 25 maybe.
Something like that, yeah.
So yeah, she's got time. So.
But she'd be such a star in WWE.
She also wrote her own book.
Really? Oh, the DM.
The DMs are.
Oh yeah, those are great. Those are great.
Yeah, Bodie, how many of those are yours?
None.
6.
I respect women.
1,000.
All right. AJ Styles recently commented saying that this is the most recent contract he signed with the WWE will be the absolute last contract he ever signs with the company. What are the chances that this means he retires for good when it's all said and done? And second part of the question, who would you want to see AJ face in a retirement match? Who would be the guy you would want to see retire AJ?
Oh, shit. That's a tough one.
I would have to say Adam Cole, baby.
That'd actually be a good match.
See, I was just going to say that one too.
That'd be really
Damn
good.
it. I'm going to say Tommaso Ciampa.
That'd be good.
Ooh.
Gargano.
Or Gargano, yeah.
Basically anyone on NXT.
Yeah, right now, currently.
Yeah, I think it would be cool if he wrestled a NXT guy to
Even
really-
Velveteen Dream would
Yeah.
probably be a great match.
it would definitely be a,
Dream.
yeah, definitely be a great match. That would, any of those matches will be match of the year
I agree 100%.
as long as AJ still go with it and
Would it-
going.
Would it be a 5-star match?
That would-
Hey.
Maybe a juicy 5-star.
Ooh.
Nope.
Ooh.
Brian,
There we go.
Get with the juice.
Nope.
Yeah.
Don't want any of the juice.
Devin Jr. over there. God.
I said I had to fill in for Devin.
Yeah,
Right.
it's true.
Doing a
Dev-
better job than you are.
Devin
Oh.
can be his own man.
Jeez.
He's away right now. He's a fruit roll-up. He can't do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He's
he's a piece
trapped
of
in a
dead.
package.
Yeah, he's also a bitch too.
Whoa!
Yeah, fight me, Devin.
Calling out Devin as a bitch like Devin called him last week. Here we
Yeah,
go.
right?
You
Wow.
kick your ass.
True. Well, he went to wrestling school.
Go for his knees.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
All right, so we're going to move on to double or nothing questions
Spends
now.
enough time on him.
oh!
Whoa!
You're
Because
mixing him up with Bodie because Bodie.
So true. Bodie,
What?
You spend a lot of time on your knees?
All right, anyways. Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho will face each other for the second time. Does Jericho finally earn the win, or will Kenny Omega be moving on to the title picture?
Yeah, I already said it's going to be Omega versus Adam Page. What do you guys think?
It's gonna be Omega. He's
You think
I
Jericho's
know
gonna
I'm
do
so
him dirty?
torn on
I
this
know.
one too
it's
because
all elite wrestling.
you're trying
It's
to
their
figure
company,
out.
It's gonna end in DQ, triple threat.
That'd be cool.
double
But
count
what-
out. Let's go.
Not
So you
double
think they
count.
had a DQ? They didn't want a DQ for Pac and Page, so they could have it for the main event.
Probably.
That's possible.
You think they would have a DQ in the main event?
That could be possible. Make it a triple
Did
threat
they
match.
say it's the main event?
Yep.
Yeah, it's possible.
And the first big event that they're gonna do
Yeah.
before they go on TV.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, I'm going with Omega as
I'd
well.
say like an outside interference, maybe like Ambrose or something.
John
Moxley.
Moxley, yeah,
Who's this Ambrose guy?
right. You know who I think the outside interference is going to be?
Ryback.
CM Punk.
No, I don't see him.
Yep.
That'd be cool though.
The Nightmare versus the Natural. Cody versus Dustin. Dustin won the previous match at WWE Fastlane 2015, but does he win again, or is this Cody's time to kill the Attitude Era?
I
I
feel
think-
like it has to be Cody.
Yeah, that guy has to be Cody.
Cody.
Yeah, I'm going Cody.
It's
Dustin's
gonna-
been around for a while.
Yeah, Dustin's
way.
gonna put him over than he already is.
It's gonna be a
feel like-
fantastic match.
I feel like this is Dustin's send off. Like,
There was a meme online that I thought was so true. Do you realize it took the WWE to tell Cody Rhodes that he had to stay as Stardust for AEW to be created?
True. Well,
Thank
AEW
you,
was already in
Vince.
the works with
Thank you,
the Young
Vince.
Bucks, but Cody joining the Young Bucks really gave them relevance.
Yeah.
It pissed him off so much.
Yeah.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Vince.
Stardust was a cool character though.
I think if they let Cody do what he wanted to do with it,
Yeah, true.
you know, he wasn't happy. In the much anticipated showdown, the Young Bucks will take on the Lucha Brothers, Penta and Rey Fenix. Who takes the win, and will this match prove why the WWE should invest in their tag team division?
Oh, it's gonna be fantastic.
Oh.
There's gonna be so many super kicks.
You
Super kick counter.
Super kick party?
Maybe a party.
I think so.
Maybe an extravaganza.
can I go to the party?
No.
Oh. I'm gonna say Lucha Brothers win.
Wow.
Wow, that's Devin's pick too.
I
Lucha
think
Brothers.
It could happen. I think, yeah, I'm
Well,
gonna pick the Lucha Bros
Was
too
it for
because
Triple A's titles?
Let me
or-
ask you: are you going with the Lucha Brothers because do you think they don't want everybody to think that the Elite is just going to win every match?
yeah.
They can't win every match.
Yeah, that's what I figured too.
They need.
And the Young Bucks are already really big in the U.S. They need to show off.
Other
what the-
tag teams.
They don't need the win. Like,
No,
All right.
I mean you know who the Young Bucks are because they run the company.
True. All right, SCU, SoCal Uncensored, steps
SCU.
into the ring with their 120 years of experience
Yeah.
altogether.
You're welcome.
Right? Take on the Strong Hearts, who are Seema, T-Hawk, and El Lindaman.
I don't know any of them.
Me neither. Who takes
I know
the win?
Suma is, but I think Who was the first team? My bad.
SCU.
SCU. I think the other team's going to win.
Wow.
I feel like this would be the match that they would want to put over
The younger
someone
talent.
new.
Yeah, younger talent's going to win.
Like the Bucks, I can see the Bucks winning, but then SCU not winning.
Okay.
Because you don't.
Audacious.
Because
I
like
said
Christopher
SCU.
Daniels.
SCU.
Yeah.
All right. Kip Sabian, steps into the ring with the young and talented Sammy Guevara, who walks out winner.
Guevara.
I'm going Guevara. Britt Baker, Nyla Rose, and Kylie Ray.
Actually, one thing though, I feel like there's a lot of heat going on, or social media heat with Guevara and AC. There could be a chance that AC finally screws him over because they're in the same building.
True.
Because Guevara's been like giving him shit, and like how he's better than AC because AC hasn't really done big things yet, and Guevara's this worldwide person.
Or do you think that Sammy Guevara might screw AC Baby in the Battle Royal?
No. I
You don't
think
see
so.
that?
No.
Okay. All right. Britt Baker will be taking on Nyla Rose and Kylie Ray in a triple threat match. Who wins the match, first of all?
Okay. Oh, you're asking.
Yeah.
I'll say Baker.
I don't know.
I don't know the other two.
I went with Baker,
so
too.
Wait, it's Baker.
Nyla Rose and Kylie Ray.
I'm going to say
So-
Kyler Ray or whatever.
Kylie Ray.
Kylie Ray, yeah.
So yeah, this is so the other one, what's her name?
Nyla Rose.
Yeah, so this is the transgender
Oh.
woman.
What do you mean, Ed?
Yeah.
That could be a huge factor in the match.
What do you
Why?
mean?
I'm just saying. No, but this woman Bodhi would love.
Excuse me?
She's like Nia.
What's that supposed to mean?
She's like Nia. If you see this
It's a
woman, she
woman.
like is a white, or I don't think she's white actually.
I think
She's like Nia Jax,
There
built
can
like
only
her.
be one
I think
Nia
I've seen her
Jax.
Twitter page. I think she's a Samoan.
Yeah, she might be.
I don't know.
Like Nia Jax.
Sounds up Bodhi's alley. I'm gonna pick Kylie Ray because I saw her when I was watching Uncharted. She comes out to the Pokemon theme song.
Nice.
All right, that's why he's going with
There you
it.
Oh, great
Alright.
pick.
Better than yours.
Britt Baker? Mrs.
Britt
Adam
Baker.
Cole, baby?
Britt Baker is a safe pick.
Yeah.
I don't
think.
know the other two.
Well, maybe you should watch more wrestling then.
Oh,
Maybe if I have time.
Wow.
give
I
yourself
work.
All right.
We all work.
I'm in my scrubs.
It's true. I'm still in my work pants right now.
I still have a lot of things to do.
You don't need to watch Pornhub all the time.
What is this, a shit on Kyle hour? God. I think this is
All right,
my last
moving on,
ever
we're moving on,
episode.
we're
No,
moving
dude, you gotta compete. Come on.
You
All
can't.
right, moving on.
Somebody
Aja
nice.
It's all
Kong.
love.
Listen, moving on. Aja Kong, Yuka whatever.
Suck a what?
Sakazaki and Emi Sakura is taking on
Can
Hakuru
you say that
Shida and Ryo Mizunami.
Can you mention all those names again? I didn't get them all.
I didn't get
No,
any names.
all right, we're moving on from that one.
No,
you
we
should
gotta
edit
pick.
that one out.
I'm gonna say the first team.
I don't know any of
I
them.
Me neither.
I think I know who Aja Kong is.
I knew who Aja
She's
Kong
good,
is,
yeah.
so I'm going with her.
Yeah, I'll go with that team.
All right, best friends or Jack Evans and Angelico.
Jack Evans and Angelico.
Yeah. I think it's-
They're crazy's fast.
yeah,
Best
they
friends.
are. Best friends, ooh.
Best friends.
Okay. I'm going Jack Evans and Angelico, too.
Yeah. Devin, who do you pick? Oh, wait, you're not here.
Oh, actually, I have Devin's picks
Oh, Devin's pick.
right here. So let's see who Devin picked.
Probably terrible.
Well, he picked Sean Spears to win the Casino Battle Royale.
Wow.
He picked Sammy Guevara, Aja
Wow.
Kong's team,
Wow.
Britt Baker,
Wow.
Evans Angelico,
Wow.
Cody,
Wow.
SCU,
Wow.
Kenny Omega,
Wow.
Adam Page,
Wow.
Lucha Brothers.
Wow.
There you go.
Adam Page versus who?
To be decided.
TBD.
That's a new wrestler, by the way.
Rest in peace, Devin.
Yeah, right. All right, so that does it for our questions and picks. Now it is time.
Wait, I got one more. I got a question.
Okay,
Is this allowed?
This is a
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Oh, that's gonna allow it.
I'll allow it.
The Juicy J's for juiciest question of the week.
Sure.
Oh,
Jesus
it's only gonna
Christ.
happen once. So if Brock wins the world title or both world titles, do you think that's gonna affect people's viewership of WWE when AEW becomes
Hell yeah, it is.
TV? Yeah.
I feel that's the only reason why it'll never happen. Unless he's full time.
But why would you let him win the Money in the Bank briefcase in the first place if you knew that?
Because you can sacrifice one title.
Yeah, but
and still have the other.
Going into it, you know that people are looking forward to a new.
Yeah, but this is Vince. Vince doesn't listen to anybody.
But people are looking for a new.
Do you realize Vince sat there and was like, "This is an awesome idea, Brock. Why don't you go out there?"
But I'm saying, well, he already had Brock as a pick way before the Money in the Bank. He was just hiding in the back.
No, but I'm saying like that day heading in or whatever it was, he's like, "Oh, I got this great idea. Screw having Bray Wyatt come out and be the secret eighth person, right? Screw anybody else that's on the company that could be that secret eighth person. I got a better pick. Brock's in the house."
Why would you need a secret eighth person with all that great talent in the ring by itself?
You didn't need it. The 7 of them were doing fine on their own, but I'm just saying, if Bray came out, tell me the pop wouldn't have been huge.
It would have been gigantic, but Drew McIntyre had so much going into that match.
But you know what, though? I would have been all right with Ali winning that.
I would have been all right with Ali, Andrade, Drew McIntyre, any of them.
Even Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
No, he had a great match.
I get he had a great match, but I don't know.
Anyone but Corbin.
Yeah, I agree.
Corbin
That's what I say. Anybody but Corbin.
I would have liked Lashley in the match.
I would have liked Sami Zayn in the match.
A cool face-off between Brock and Bobby Lashley would have been nice.
I think that's still going to happen.
I don't know. I don't see it. It could happen now because Brock's back, but we'll see.
All right.
Let's move on to Ed's
5-star moments of the week.
Ooh.
Would you guys have one?
I have one.
All right, Brian.
I'll go last.
Oh, all right. He wants to go last.
He wants to go first, Ed?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm picking Orange Cassidy versus Joey Janela from What's Beef because it was awesome. Listen, these guys both came in dressed exactly the same.
What was Joey Janela's name?
Tangerine Cassidy.
Whoa.
He was juicy. The best moment of that match was the very end. They both had the same idea, and they spit orange juice into each other's faces, right?
You're going to say that
No. So, Orange Cassidy was able to recover, right?
I'm glad.
And Joey Janela was still, blinded, right? So Joey rolls up the referee, and Orange Cassidy acts like the referee and does the 1, 2, 3.
So
he lets go, and then he rolls him up.
So Janela actually won the match, is what you're telling me.
Well, he pinned the wrong person.
He pinned the wrong person.
But he won the match.
True.
You pinned the referee. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
that was a great match.
Any Orange Cassidy match is a great match.
He's awesome.
He's getting over huge with Beyond.
He's awesome.
He's their ace, isn't he?
No.
David Starr?
So cool.
David Starr is technically the ace, but no one likes him. The real ace is the backbone, Chris Dickinson.
I was going to say Chris Dickinson.
He's been there forever.
Damn. Oh, yeah. They're having a good feud.
I remember him in Fett. Shit.
He's awesome.
Jaka.
Yeah, I guess Jaka retired.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They haven't seen Jaka since, I think, the end of last year.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is when he was a little green, too, but I'm sure he's gotten way better. Bodacious?
Let's see. Bodacious Bodies. 5-star moment.
Shut up and just say it.
Is the return of Dolph Ziggler.
Oh.
There you go.
Tell me one person who saw it coming.
Nobody.
No one.
I wish I didn't see
it. It was great.
Oh.
The guy put on a great match. Ziggler's there to put him over.
Dolph Ziggler could have been the next Shawn Michaels.
No, I disagree.
Oh, please.
It's going to be a great match.
Probably would have killed you right now.
Nobody will ever be Shawn Michaels. Let me just put that, whatever. But he could have been the next star.
Guys that are like Shawn Michaels, Seth Rollins,
Adam Cole,
AJ. I think they're all on top of Shawn Michaels.
And eventually Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, he's crazy.
But Josh.
All right, my juiciest moment of the week.
What was that?
I don't know.
The juice, man. The juice is flowing through me. I'm not going to even say anything for him.
He's like the ultimate warrior.
Just say it.
Just the juices are flowing through me.
I want you guys to soak it in real quick.
I'm soaking it in.
Oh, we're soaking it in.
Oh, God. All right. So my juiciest moment of the week is the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. I can't fucking talk. Finn getting destroyed, Ricochet, McIntyre, Orton, Corbin. Who else was in it?
Finn, Corbin, Andrade, Ali,
Brock Lesnar.
Orton, Lesnar, and Ricochet.
Yeah, it was, all of them did great. Obviously, Brock didn't do shit, but
he climbed up a ladder. That's very tough for him.
The other 7 men,
apparently.
The other 7 men definitely put their bodies through shit just so they could entertain everybody.
And he comes in for 10 seconds.
And we at 5-Star Wrestling Podcast
That's Brian's personal
appreciate
life.
it.
What?
I'm just kidding.
What is?
All right,
I
anyways.
mean, Bodie's at 0, so.
What? I wasn't listening.
Good.
All right, anyways, Brian.
So, luckily, no one took mine. Mine is from 205 Live.
Oh, there you go.
Didn't you guys watch it this weekend?
Nope.
I want to.
Are you talking about Bennett versus only?
No.
It was not Bennett versus One. It was a fatal 5-way with them in it.
Oh, wow.
It was Bennett, Larkin, Brian Kendrick, Tozawa, and Davari.
Wow.
But it just, I don't know, it was with me when Bennett came out, you just get chills. Like, just watching them, because, like, you're, like, that's one of your favorites.
Yeah.
But
we
then
know
also,
him, like...
they also did a little shout out to Ashley that passed away, because have you seen, like, how they do their entrance now when they go in the ring? They throw up the 4s, and Maria, she has Ashley written on her hand, and then they also did, on her jacket, she had Punk Not Dead, because I guess they called Ashley the Punk.
Yeah, she was
Original
the
Punk
original.
girl.
Yeah. But unfortunately,
She's
Bennett
no longer
did
with
not,
us.
well, that, and Bennett didn't win.
Who won it?
Tozawa.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Was it a...
Did you knock somebody out to pick Davari?
Yes. Shit, who was... I want to say it was Brian Kendrick that was about to pin...
I had Kendrick almost winning over the other 2.
Yeah.
It wasn't a number 1 contenders match,
I
was
think it was.
Oh, God.
Come on.
How many chances is Tozawa going to get?
How many times? Yeah, seriously.
Give it to
Lesnar.
Nisa's a face, though. Tozawa's a face, too.
Yeah, but Nice is a face, too, now.
Shouldn't
Two
have
faces can
Davari
go.
Shouldn't have Davari won so they could wrestle?
Davari
already-
or
Davari just had the match.
Well, I'm saying for Super Showdown.
I don't even... Yeah. But,
yeah, but Mike Kanellis could have won and it would have been okay.
Yeah, I guess. But
Because he's a heel.
Yeah.
Lorcan or Canales, the 2 Boston boys that should have won.
But it makes sense because Maria wouldn't be allowed at ringside.
yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's our 5-star moments of the week. This is 5-Star Wrestling Podcast. It was a blast, right?
Yeah,
Right,
thanks for
you guys
coming,
have
guys. Thanks for
No
joining
problem.
us.
Thanks to Bodacious Bodie, Flying Brian.
We'll see Devin next week. Well, you
Unfortunately.
guys won't see him. You'll hear him. But
Yeah.
Did you say unfortunately?
What? Maybe.
Damn, Devin.
Bodie wants to be the
Devin,
new
you're going to
cast
have
member.
to call out these 2 when you get back. Cause
I already get called out enough.
Bodie's
I
talking
get
shit.
so many shout-outs. I love it.
True.
And he finally is on the show.
Bodie,
Only took us, 15 episodes
say
or 16?
something to your fans.
What fans?
What's the one thing you want to say to your fan?
I love you guys.
Yourself.
He doesn't
Myself.
have any
You're your
fans.
biggest fan.
People love me.
They
They
do.
finally get to
Yeah,
know.
Bodie's going to listen.
Bodacious
He's like,
Bodie.
oh my God, someone finally loves me.
All right. Well, that being said, we will see you
Wait.
guys next week.
I'm Juicy Josh, and don't forget it because I'll be here next week to remind you.
And I'm Eddie Valiant. We'll see you next week.
Wait, we got one more.
I'm Brian.
Bodacious Bodie.
Shut up, Bodie. Ed.
Ed.
What?
Cut.
Bye.
Bye.